you're brand new starting out, maybe if you've been in job killing for a while and you're still trying to get your feet underneath you. Um, I want to teach you. I want to teach you outside of just the common questions. I mean, I think the Facebook group, we do a fantastic job with our support staff. Thank you, support staff, by the way, answering day-to-day questions. I know these calls and webinars. My intention in the future here is to not just spend a bunch of time answering the same questions over and over and over, but it's to continue to help you grow as a business person, help you grow your income, and just your common sense in a lot of areas when it comes to a completely brand new business that many of you guys, this is all new to. Brad and I have been doing this for a long time. We pretty much know all the ins and outs of this business, what you're going to run into, what buzz saws you're going to hit. But the cool thing is you can do it. I mean, it's so cool that you can learn these skill sets that I'm about to go through with you. And you can go so many different directions. Now, see, job killing, it's cool because we've been able to take all these different slivers of one big pie and teach them to you to create, lead generation to help these small business owners. These small business owners don't understand a fraction of what you guys are going to understand. Now, over the weekend, I was messaged by, I think, 2 different people that said, "Oh, Dan, the training is just so hard." You know what? Freaking being broke is hard. Suck it up, buttercup. Let's get going. It's time to stretch ourselves in life. Yeah, this stuff isn't going to be just a layup easy. And if it was, these business owners wouldn't need you. You got to stretch your mind a little bit. This stuff isn't that difficult. But if it's brand new, it's just new. It's different. It's something that you haven't been exposed to before. Okay? So you got to be willing to stretch yourself. If you're not willing to stretch yourself and push yourself in life, you'll constantly be struggling for money. You'll constantly be stuck in the exact same rut, month in, month out, year in, year out. And I see so many awesome people inside job killing that literally they're just okay with where they're at. And you can tell that they're never really pushing that hard, or they get enrolled into job killing and they kind of just still cruise along and they're never really pushing this thing forward. Well, I'm here to tell you on this webinar that needs to stop. We need to make some freaking money, guys. I want all you guys making big money, okay? And I want to teach you all these skill sets that if you just enrolled in job killing in the last week, or if you've been in for several months, sometimes these things get pushed by the wayside and you don't really even understand that you can build an entire business off of just one of the slivers that we teach you in job killing, okay? So super, super important for you guys to understand that the skills that you guys are being taught literally go much deeper than just putting up a lead generation site and helping a business owner out for a monthly fee. I mean, the world becomes your oyster. You can do so many different things with everything we're training you in job killing. Let me give you some examples. First and foremost, you could start a business. For some of the people that come to job killing, they never had the intention of doing lead generation. They owned a business. They owned a chiropractic clinic. They owned a law firm or whatever. And they use job killing skill sets to power and to flood in their own business. Now, me personally, I've started now several businesses, bought one, started several others with no knowledge of the industries I was getting into, but just the knowledge of what I train you guys here in job killing, what Brad trains us here in job killing, okay? This is super, super, super important stuff for you guys to understand, because I think everyone looks at job killing on this straight, narrow line, okay? They look at it and they go, okay, I'm here to learn lead generation. I'm here to be able to help local business owners. I'm here to create this very, this straight line business. And business isn't a straight line, guys. It's just not. You're gonna take turns. You're gonna go this way. You're gonna go that way. There's things that are gonna be brought up to you. There's things that are gonna come and be given to you by other business owners. There's opportunities with businesses that you might be able to buy or start with a partner. And the skill sets that you have in job killing can take you in a lot of different directions. So I want to be really, really clear with people up front that it's not just about creating lead generation, virtual sites and virtual properties. That's one component of the entire game. And all of the training that we teach you in job killing is teaching you that one component, but it can go in so many different directions, okay? So direction number 1 is like some of you guys are going to own your own businesses, local, or start businesses. Direction number 2 is you can consult. I've made a hell of a lot of money with everything that I've trained you guys in job killing and just going to business owners and being a consultant for them. Not necessarily doing it all for them, but actually coming in and training their staff. And I want you guys to understand that there's a lot of money in consulting. You're basically getting paid for your knowledge and your skills, right? To come in there, come alongside them and assist them. Obviously, we have the lead generation stuff. That's obviously the the reason you guys signed up for job killing, is to learn the process and learn the system and learn the skill sets necessary to generate leads in basically any market in the world with the use of a computer and some knowledge, right? So that's a business sliver we can look at, obviously. So don't just stay focused on I got to put up a lead gen site, I got to get leads, I got to send results in advance, and I got to get a customer. Because along the way, guys, I want you to think about your business like as a big pie, and I want your lead generation to be your biggest piece of the pie for now, because I believe that's the longest, most repeatable and scalable part of this business that I teach you. But alongside, if you're struggling for money, or if you're just getting started and money's tight, it only takes a couple of these little slivers I'm going to show you in this webinar to start bringing in cash flow. And so look at it just like an investment. Your lead gens are going to be your long-term play. That's where your long-term cash is. But these other slivers I'm going to show you can be short-term cash windfalls. And these windfalls can bring in cash today. They can bring in cash right now, okay? And everything that you have inside job killing, if you haven't got to some of this stuff, you're going to learn it in the 5 weeks of training. So don't skip ahead. Just stay the course. But wherever you're at in the process, understand that there's no reason from this day forward that you should ever be broke, that you should ever be struggling for money, because I'm going to show you and I'm going to prove to you that all these skills that you have, people are making entire multi-million-dollar businesses around these skill sets every day of the week, okay? So this webinar we're calling slivers. It's all about kind of opening your brain up to not just be having tunnel vision on what we're training you, even though I know we're throwing a lot of stuff at you, but to see along the way as we take you through this that there's a million different ways you can go to bring in money, to bring in cash flow, to not have a job ever again. And that's our end goal, right? So let's get started. So obviously, I start you off, and I'm starting you off with kind of where we start you off in the training. So many of you guys came to job killing. Some of you guys had background in maybe putting up a site, and maybe some of you guys did not. But I can't stress to you how much money I've made. I'm talking multiple six figures on getting up Weebly websites. Now, I've had some job killing students come to me and say, dude, Dan, I don't feel good about putting up a website. It was just too easy. Now that I know I can put it up on Weebly, I'd hate to charge that much money. And I'm like, guys, come on. What are we doing? Listen, you think the guy that puts in your pool goes, oh man, this is I know how to do it now, so it's so easy to do it for me. Now I've done hundreds of these pools. I'd hate to charge a lot because it's so easy for me. Listen, guys, you need to charge. Don't be afraid to charge. Don't be afraid to come to a business owner who maybe doesn't have a website, who doesn't have a presence online, and charge for your knowledge to put this stuff up. What you guys learn in job killing is powerful stuff. And sometimes, just in the week one, many of you guys could take just the week one training of just getting up a website, just laying out a website in a way that it converts, okay? Mobile, tablet friendly, responsive websites, okay? Being able to lay those things out in the way that you do to build a whole entire site. I mean, for you guys, if you've done a couple of them to this point, it might seem really, really easy at this point. But I can promise you the business owner that doesn't have a website up, or that has one outdated that's no longer mobile or tablet friendly or responsive, guys, it's okay to charge them. They don't know what to do, okay? That's why we get paid. That's why anyone gets paid. You guys paid Brad and I because you didn't know what to do. So what happened? We taught you guys, okay? Is this stuff very hard for me now? No, I've been doing it for years and years and years and years. So of course it's not hard for me now. But that doesn't mean I can't charge for it, because it took me years and years. It took me time to learn all this stuff. And just like you guys invested in yourself, okay? You learned how to find easier ways to get stuff done, more efficient ways to get stuff done. And one of those is being able to get up a website. Most business owners in this day and age, most small business owners, if you guys actually dug in, they actually don't have a website. Like the numbers are absolutely crazy. How many small business owners? And I know you're probably going, well, I don't. Where do you find those? Well, you do some searching, guys. You guys have to be willing to spend the time and research and spend the time and do due diligence. But go over to Sales Genie, start pulling up industries and start looking through them and doing the research. But I can guarantee you, a business owner in 2016, 2017, and beyond that does not have a website, you are doing them a monster service by selling them a website, specifically a website that we show you to set up in the way we show you to set it up. So I've taken businesses, I've taken pawn shops, I've taken carpet, I've taken all different types of businesses, embroidery shops, and I've put up Weebly websites exactly the way that we train, okay? Exactly the way that we train. I send them over a screencast video, I get a referral, I ask friends and family, I'll follow a group on InLiving Social and see businesses that are listed on there that don't have sites. I mean, I'll go through Sales Genie. I'll find, it doesn't matter, okay? If I know how to put up a website, and I know business owners need a website in this day and age, this is one sliver that you guys need to sink your teeth into. Just one sliver. If you need money coming in, this is something you could go out today after you went through week one's training. You know exactly how to do it. I understand some of you guys might not be confident. I don't care. You're better than the business owner that doesn't have a website. Just having something online. I'm going to show you some stuff after we get done with these slides, but just having some stuff online can make a business hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. And I'll prove that to you with the ugliest website you've ever seen in the human history that's done over 15,000 leads. It's horrible. It's ugly. It's nasty. But I'm telling you guys, you're doing people a disservice if they don't have a website, that you don't open your mouth and help them. Go to Craigslist. Look how many businesses are on Craigslist. They don't understand how to market. They go to this one free thing. They get that. At least they believe in the web enough, but that's the only place they're getting business. Go into under the home services. Go look around. Go find businesses if you need money that you can throw up a site for. Nice thing about Weebly is they're so fast, so easy. You can get this stuff done in a really quick manner. I even like throwing up a one-page website for a business that it takes me all about 5 minutes. Throw up a one-page website, throw on a screencast video like I train you in the Dan's Tips or Advanced Prospecting. If you guys don't know how to do screencasts like I'm doing right now, go over there, shoot a video of it, email it over to them. If you don't have their email, find out where they are. Call them, text message it to them. I don't care how you get it to them. Get it to them. You know, it bothers me that there's so many good people. And I know some of you guys are thinking to yourself, I didn't get into job killing to build websites for people. And you know what? God bless you. I know you didn't get into job killing. This isn't necessarily for you. This sliver isn't necessarily for you. If you're someone that has loads of money and your business is, you're not even worried about it, okay? Don't worry about this sliver. This is for everyone that needs to get quick cash flow rolling. This is for everyone that's like, they just got started and they want to get a quick win, okay? These are sitting in your back door. These are sitting in a 5-mile radius from you all day, every day. You could sell 5 of these a week. 5 of these a week. You could charge $500, $1,000. You could charge, like I like to charge monthly and have a monthly reoccurring fee for updates for 1 year. And I kind of give them some SEO jazz into the site. And I charge like $350 a month. Now, the one thing I want to teach you guys about business owners, especially business owners that maybe don't have a website up, the only reason they've been approached before. Okay. The main reason they don't have a website up in this day and age, 2016, 2017, and beyond, is because they think it's unaffordable. They don't think they can afford it based on where their business is at. Guys, make things affordable. Make things affordable. Such a huge issue. Listen, if you could buy a Lamborghini right now, maybe you don't like Lamborghinis. Let's just do like a nice car, like a brand new Lexus. Okay, really nice Lexus, or your dream car. And most people's dream cars, the reason they don't have them is why? They can't afford them. It's unaffordable for them. It's too much money. But if you could buy that Lexus or that dream car that you wanted and it was $200 a month, the same as your Honda Civic, would you buy it? The answer is yes. Just like for many of you guys, we made job killing affordable for you to get started. We understand that the skills will help you pay the bills, right? You learning this stuff that we're training you will be able to make it affordable, right? Guys, with your business, understand business owners are no different than you, especially business owners on this lower end that I'm telling you about right now. A business owner who doesn't have a website up in 2016, 2017 is at the lower spectrum of business. They probably don't have a lot of money coming in, so you have to make this a no-brainer for them. And so an easy way, instead of charging them a large windfall of cash, is charge them a small monthly fee to get it up. I've done websites for as low as $59 a month with a 12-month contract. I've done them for $350 a month, okay? And people are always going to ask, well, Dan, how do you charge for it? Man, I figure out how to make it work, okay? The one thing you guys are going to learn from me, I hope, is find ways to make deals, not ways to not make deals. I see some of you guys put your toes so deep into the sand, draw a line, and you're literally, there's money staring you right in the face, but you're too silly or you're too stubborn to actually go out and grab it. Write this down. Find ways to make deals happen, not ways to not make deals happen. Live by that mantra. Look through every person. If you've been in job killing a while and you prospected and maybe you were close on a deal and you didn't make it happen, guys, find ways to get the deal going. Find ways to get things going, okay? I have so many great job killing students. Some of our top producing students, some people that are, $10, $20, $30, $40,000 a month in income that barely could join. They limped into job killing, okay? But I knew once I could get them in, get them learn stuff like this, learn how to get up, learn some new skill sets, that they could go and create the income to pay for their tuition, okay? And that's exactly what they did. Help these business owners. It's no different. Help them get their website up if they don't have one. I don't care what it costs. Build your portfolio, okay? So anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse on this sliver thing, but I do want you guys, or on this website, this first sliver, I want you to understand that the very first thing we train you in job killing, you could literally do nothing else. I'm talking nothing else. And you can make more money guaranteed than you're making at your current job. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, guaranteed, guaranteed. But you could make multiple 6 figures easy by just putting up Weebly sites. And I know people are probably rolling their eyes like, yeah, right, Dan. I'm like, dude, I've done it, okay? I've done it. So I don't train you guys stuff that I don't do. You guys will hear me say that over and over and over again. I'll show you live examples. I'll show you websites that I put up, down and dirty, nasty looking websites, okay? But it got cash flow going for me when I was waiting on my lead gen sites to pop, when I was waiting for leads to come in, while I was taking a while to close a deal out because I was doing results in advance, okay? The skills that you guys have will pay your bills. They will make you wealthy, but you have to let people know that you're doing this stuff. You need to go and do the things. Take the swipe file from my prospecting that I gave out. If you guys didn't watch last week's webinar on Thursday on prospecting, go do some of those things. Go to the Groupons and the Living Socials. Reach out to those people. Subscribe to those lists. Go on the Craigslist. Go to the trade shows. Go to the home show at the local market or at the local fairgrounds, whenever that's going to be. Okay. Go to the Chamber of Commerce. Go get yourself out there. Okay. If you need money, dude, you have the license to print it now with just what we train you in week 1. It's so simple. Everyone can do it now. I've seen some people that literally I look at how bad they are on the computer when they started with us, and then I see their beautiful sites that they put up, and I'm like, that's a $5,000, $10,000 site all day long for what it's going to bring in from a cash flow standpoint for these business owners because of the knowledge and expertise you guys have put into it. Mobile, tablet, responsive, everything, guys. You guys have some skills right now. This is the first sliver you're going to learn in job killing, and it's a freaking great sliver, and I never want to hear you guys complain about money because you guys have this skill set now, and you can go print cash. Okay, next. Content sucks. I hate it. Brad's really good at it. I'm really, really bad at it. Many of you guys suck at it. Okay. You're like me, and that's cool. I like people that are like me. But the bottom line is content. If you go look at most business owners' sites, the ones that actually do have sites up, their content is horrendous. Okay. With a little bit of education on authoritative content, the Wikipedia kind of like mantra that we teach on why sites need to be authoritative. With a simple screencast video to pretty much 99.9% of businesses explaining how Google works and just the basic content creation that can go behind it. Guys, you can go find a content creator on Elance. You can find it inside of Job Killing. You can find people that are experts in specific areas, okay? And you can come to business owners and you can actually sell them content. In fact, some job killers are making a pretty fine living selling all you guys content because no one wants to do it, okay? But the bottom line is, guys, we were all taught to write. Even if you're like me and you got an F in freaking English class, and that's why everything I spell and punctuate is completely incorrect. Even if you're like me, okay, you guys could sell content as a standalone sliver for business owners who literally don't want to do it. Okay, Brad right now, the pool decking guy, you guys will see in the VIP section, which I really recommend. If you haven't paid your tuition off, pay your tuition off. I'm going to talk about this at the end. Brad's got some great VIP stuff that you're going to get once your tuition's paid in full. But Brad did a whole entire lead gen site for pool decking. He filmed the entire process, okay? And now this guy went out and he was right in the middle, I think, of getting his own site done when Brad had been working with this guy for a long time. So Brad wasn't the guy building the site. Brad did a lead gen site that's funneling in leads. But the guys now came to Brad and said, hey, I want you, when my site is live, to write all my content. And you know what? Brad can charge a pretty penny for that. I don't know if Brad's going to do it, but it just goes to show you the way that Brad trains content writing. I don't care if you do it or if you go get a college journalism student. By the way, that's probably some of the best labor you can get. Someone that enjoys writing. They want works of what they've done out there so they can use it for their portfolio, get a job when they get out of college. Guys, tap on your local college. Go hit up the journalism professor and ask them for some paid work. They'll literally give you more content writers than you will ever know what to do with. And literally, this can be an element. Content creation can be an element of your entire plan. Is it sexy? No. Is it like a lead gen site where it just runs on autopilot? No. Okay. But will people spend money on it? Absolutely. And the way that Brad trains it is high level, guys. It's a skill. Literally, there's entire companies that just write content for people's websites. They make their entire living. Millions and millions of dollars a year are paid to people to create content. Don't shortchange. If this is something you're good at, don't shortchange yourself. Know that you can go out there, you can assess people's sites, you can train them and educate them on how important it is to have content and content done in a specific way, and you can offer them your service. And if ding, 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 if you're not the person that you're rolling your eyes right now, you're like, I could never write content, I never want to charge that, go find the journalism student. Pay the journalist, him or her, pay them the $12 an hour, charge $50 an hour, $40 an hour for your professional content writing skills in a very professional manner that's really well set up for search, okay? You guys are going to learn all the content stuff in Brad's training video, okay? But understand it's an entire sliver. Companies make entire livings. They keep entire staffs full just doing what you're seeing on the screen, content, okay? Don't shortchange yourself. I know many of you guys roll your eyes. This is not why I got into job killing. I get it. I'm trying to show you all the opportunity, not just the straight and narrow, not just the tunnel vision of I got to get a lead gen set up. Let's not miss out on all the freaking dollars, $5, $20, $100 bills that we're stepping over because we forgot that we learned all these awesome skill sets inside job killing. Okay, GMB. We refer to GMB as Google My Business. Okay, if you're not to this part, I've made I've made so much money with just helping people get verified on Google My Business and optimizing their entire listings. So many businesses, if they are verified in Google My Business, this is like the Google Maps section, like the 3-pack. If you're not to this point in job killing, you will get to this. And we teach a very specific way to optimize Google My Business. Pretty much every business owner on planet Earth does not know how to do this. Okay. And pretty much it's one of the most important things a small business owner can know in this day and age. Such an important skill set, such an awesome thing that people need to know and understand, and they don't. And you can charge for this. You could charge this. This might be your way in the door. You could charge $500 all day long just to go in and optimize the way we train you guys in the trainings. I believe it's in week 2 or week 3. Google My Business. Super simple stuff to do, but most business owners do it incorrectly, and it has really detrimental effects on their business by not doing it correctly. So the way that we're training it to you guys in job killing is super, super high level. And you guys literally know more than every one of these business owners. Don't need to beat a dead horse here, but there's business owners, just like content, just like websites, there's businesses that all they do is go and do Google My Business verification and optimization as their entire standalone business. They'll charge, $495 or whatever to do this one-time fee, and they'll pick up 10 of those a month. Well, 10 at $400, $500 a month is $5K. Okay, is it sexy? Nope. Is it grunt work? Yep. But does it pay the bills? Does it get you out of a job? Does it get some of that other part of the portfolio, the pie I've been talking about? Outside of your lead gen sites, does it bring in extra income? Guys, you guys will hear me say, don't get mad at your money. Don't get mad at your money, guys. Take every one of these things I'm training you, every one of these little slivers, and understand that they're standalone businesses that you can make and you can bring in cash flow. If you want to get to 10, 15, 20 grand a month, trust me, it's not all going to come from lead gen sites day one. You probably bring in some of these extra. Bring in 5 grand a month from this type of stuff. Bring in 3 grand a month from content. Bring in 5 grand a month from websites. And all of a sudden, now we got 5 over here, 5 over there, 3 over there. And all of a sudden, things start coming together. Become an expert of your craft in what we do. Every one of these slivers is huge and very, 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 very good for you guys to know and treat as little elements and slivers of your business. Citations. They're not sexy. They suck. But as you've seen, some guys in our group have made a small fortune. In fact, Seth Evans, who does a lot of citations for people in the group, I think he just bought a brand new home just by doing citations for you guys. Think about that. You guys are like wholesale buyers that are buying citations from Seth, and you guys are buying them, and he's doing them for you. All he did was he got like 5 gals from his church, and all they do is they do citations for job killers all day. I think it's hilarious that he brings in like 10, 12K a month. Sorry, Seth, not trying to put you on blast, but he just basically is doing this for job killers. He does a great job, but you don't have to do it just for job killers. Listen, do it for business owners. They don't understand what citations are. If you don't know what a citation is, it's the citing of your business out. You will learn it in the training. So if you're not to this part, you can just refer back to this video at a later date. But listen, companies like Yext, Moz Local, White Spark, guess what? Their entire business is based around what? Doing citations. So again, it shows you that just the skill set, the understanding, the knowledge of what a citation is and how to do one, and you could even outsource it all to Seth and his little crew. You can go out there and sell this as a standalone service. I think Seth charges $1 or $2 per citation. Charge $3 or $4. That's what Moz and these other sites charge. So you're buying them for $1, you're selling them for $3. I mean, it's simple mathematics, guys. And if you're not doing it, you're missing out on money. Don't get mad at your money. Citations is something we train you how to do in job killing. It's not the sexiest thing. It's not the coolest thing. But the bottom line is neither is being broke. So don't look at every part of this program and just think it's a straight and narrow. I'm going to beat this into your head of the skills that you guys have. You guys are literally like, you're going to be the most skilled people in so many different areas that you should be printing cash all the time. You should never be broke after you learn and you go through job killing, all the skill sets we're training you, how to sell them, where to find the business owners to sell them to, how to do screencast videos, how to prospect. We teach it all in this training. And you guys need to look at this thing, I'm not going to say it again, not on the straight and narrow, but all the slivers. Social. Not my favorite thing to do, but let's be honest, there's a massive amount of money in social media and social media growth. We have a very unique ability to do, and with our private Facebook group, the crowdsourcing that we have, we're able to do some pretty interesting things. As you guys will see, people will post up their clients' webs or their clients' Facebook pages, and in a matter of a couple hours, they'll have an extra couple hundred likes on them. But just managing someone's social media is an easy way to get your foot in the door. I know, and I've been in talks with people that this is their entire business, is they just manage people's social media. Now, we use social in a little different element. We're using it to set up these properties for our lead gen sites that bring in citations and bring in more trust and link to our sites, what have you. But understand that with the group that we've created inside Job Killing, you guys can do some pretty awesome things with social media blitzes, with just getting extra exposure and likes, to these businesses. So don't shortchange that. If a business owner needs social, you guys have a pretty lethal repertoire inside job killing with all the stuff and all the people that we have to help you for all sorts of different stuff. So not going to beat a dead horse there. Pretty self-explanatory. But go back if you already have clients and maybe you're doing some client work, come back and offer them some of these things, guys. That's the other thing. Don't forget second money. Maybe you started them off with a website, okay? Come back to them and offer them these other things, these other slivers, okay? Now, this is more service stuff. Again, I get it. Your end goal, your big piece of your pie is lead generation and lead generation properties, but let's not get mad at our money. Let's take money all the way through, okay? Call tracking. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? Call tracking. I mean, go and look, go pull a coupon book, go look on Craigslist, go look on any advertisement, billboards, television, radio, what have you. Do you know that most businesses don't track any of their advertising? Did you know that you could come to these businesses with CallSling, set them up an account, get them all their logins, help them switch out all their marketing where when they run a coupon book that they can actually track the calls that came from it, okay? Just being able to offer call tracking is a huge coup. And there's entire businesses like CallSling, like our business, that all we do is we make money from selling call tracking. You're not going to get rich off of call tracking, but the nice thing I tell you is once you set something up, you could set someone up for $29 a month, okay? $20 a month, $29 a month, whatever, and get them a call tracking number. They go put that in all their advertising, and guess what? They can never cancel with you. It's in all their advertising. They don't want to get rid of it because it's in 55 coupon books or 55,000 coupon books, or it's on a television commercial that they've now put all over the web and all over their website and what have you. So they lock in with you. But don't negate that just setting up a business with call tracking is like not a real business. Entire companies, entire industries are set up all around just call tracking. Go back to business owners maybe you're already working with. Sell them call tracking. Add it as an add-on service. It might not be a big money maker, but did you know that $29 per month times 12 months is $600 basically for just putting a phone number up? Okay, so guys, like there's money in all this stuff. Secondly, Game Changer, I didn't even put this on here, but Game Changer is a standalone business. If you don't know what Game Changer is, it turns forms into calls. One of our students right now is working a 19-part location with a car dealership advertising company. He went right to an advertising company instead of the car dealers. They deal with all the their car dealers, and they're selling it. But don't just think car dealerships. Guys, there's so many different directions. If you're still new in job killing and you don't know what Game Changer is, you'll learn about it in week 4. Come back, refer back to this video when you're talking about slivers and making money, and just write all these things down. They will all make sense to you. Again, if you're brand new, trust me, all this stuff is going to be laid out in extreme detail. I'm just trying to paint the picture for you guys that there's so much money out there for you guys. There's so many things you can offer. One of these alone, you could go build, call tracking alone, you could go build a multiple 6-figure business on by just selling it to business owners who are already advertising. If they didn't do anything with just the web at all, you could literally just sell call tracking through CallSling, set them up with accounts, all the stuff that it does, call routing, all the stuff that we do inside CallSling, and it's a business in a box. It's totally standalone. AdWords. We teach you guys how to use AdWords. Did you know business owners pay 15 to 20% of their ad spend? Go look at business owners that are running AdWords right now, okay? Most people that run AdWords for businesses usually set it up and they put it on autopilot and they just collect the 15 to 20%. Let me break this down to you. If a business is spending $1,000 a month on AdWords, okay, and we teach you how to do some basic AdWords setup, okay, in the training. Okay, if they're spending $1,000 a month on AdWords, most likely that business, the person running the AdWords is collecting $150 to $200 a month management fee for $1,000 spend. Many businesses spend $5, $10, $15, $20,000 now on AdWords per month, and many companies, their entire company is just built around building AdWords campaigns. Like any platform, the more you work with it, the more you use it, the more you understand it, the better and the more you can charge. But make no mistake, just setting up AdWords for companies like we train you guys to do in job killing, you can make multiple 6-figure business just out of that sliver. Okay, don't want to beat too much on it. Understand too, the big thing that I've learned with AdWords, because I've went out and charged, I don't know very much about AdWords. In fact, I know very little about AdWords. Okay, I show you in the training how little I know. But you know who does know a lot about AdWords? The guys at Google, and they want to sell you it. And guess what I've always done? Anytime I charged a business a management fee, 15, 20%, all I did was I got an AdWords rep on the phone. I told them what we were trying to do from our campaign standpoint. And I sat on the phone with them for 30 minutes to an hour and let them set up my entire campaign, scheduled a follow-up call with them, and let them manage it for me. That's their job. I don't need to learn the whole platform, but I'm surely going to make some money off of it. Sliver. SEO, search engine optimization. Basically what we're training you in job killing, from backlinking to content to the site that converts. Everything that we train you guys in job killing is highly focused around SEO. All the week 5 stuff you're going to learn, all the backlinking techniques, everything that Brad teaches. Brad, I know, and he hates when I say this, Brad's one of the best SEOs I've ever met. Okay, and he hates that. He hates when I say that because he's like, dude, stop saying that. And I'm like, dude, you are. You literally, and I have people from time to time join job killing who think they're super super smart and they know everything. Usually their bank account doesn't reflect that, but whatever. But they're like, oh, I know all this stuff. And it's like, listen, if you knew all the stuff that Brad trains in week 5, your bank account wouldn't look so funky. So understand that you're getting like top level training from probably one of the best SEOs in the world, Brad Campbell. Okay. Understand that you could basically take on any SEO client. Some are harder than others, but most local businesses will pay you and pay someone for SEO. They'll pay $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month just for you to come and do this for their site. Now, I like SEO contracts, and I talked about this stuff in many of the phone calls. I like SEO contracts. In fact, I have some SEO contracts currently. What I don't love about SEO contracts is that you're doing all the work for the business. But again, I'm okay with you having this as a piece of your portfolio. As I said, remember at the very start of this webinar, I said, draw a circle, a pie, sliver out the big chunk for lead gen properties, and then the rest is for these slivers, these little pieces of pie to bring in cash flow. Man, if you could stack 3, 4, 5 clients at $1,000 a month for SEO contracts, okay, and you can got $5,000, could get you breathing a little bit, could get you out of that job, then do it. Many of you guys are afraid, like, well, what if I'm not going to be able to rank them? You know what? You got to let fear go by the wayside, guys. In marketing and advertising, you got to have brass balls to a certain extent. You got to be willing to take on projects and live with what happens when you put it in. What we know is the processes that we train you have worked over and over and over again, time and time again, okay? So it's not as if that you're like taking something on blindly. Of course, every different project has different variables, but understand that just the learning of SEO, the backlinking strategies that Brad teaches you guys in week 5, the content strategies of how to set up the site, everything that he teaches you guys, you can make an entire company that just does this. Long term, I don't think it's the best strategy forever, but definitely have SEO clients in your portfolio business when you're getting started, because it will bring in cash flow, and it will bring good cash flow. It might not last till forever, because sometimes they'll go away from you because you've already got them ranked, and then they'll say, hey, I'm good, I'll call you if anything changes. Sometimes they won't go away from you. I've had some SEO clients for years and years and years and years. I've had some that lasted 6 months, and then I got to go find the next one. I don't love that part of the process, but listen, I don't get mad at my money either. If they want to pay me $5,000-$6,000 over the next 5-6 months to do what Brad's training you and spend an hour a month on it or so, I'm taking the money, and so should you. Okay, so everything that you're learning in job killing, I know right at the start it can be daunting. I know right at the start, if you're brand new, you might say, oh my gosh, this is confusing. None of this stuff's really all that confusing. It's very straightforward. Each one of the weeks really lays out every one of the slivers that I've given you.